Welcome to Touch Technology Review today. Something a little bit different. I thought I'd do a what's in my bag review, demonstrating the types of equipment that I'll take out with me on a typical day photo shoot. Now, for those of you who have been following my channel, you'll see that I do a lot of video work on the channel itself. I also run a multimedia studio where I produce different types of images, be it photography or video. But one of my specialties certainly is architectural photography, and I thought I'll demonstrate the equipment that I use on a typical photo shoot for architecture. Now, first and foremost is the camera body itself, and I've gone with the Canon 5D Mark III. I've also got a 5D Mark II that I kind of use as a secondary camera if I don't want to be taking the lenses on and off all the time, or as a backup at least. I'll always take that with me. So I'll have two camera bodies, a 5D Mark II and 5D Mark III. I haven't upgraded to the 5D Mark IV yet. It has seen a significant update in terms of megapixel count and also the ability to do 4K video, which I would like, but I wasn't quite satisfied with the crop factor in the 4K video, which has kind of held me back from upgrading to that camera at this stage. If they sort that out and deliver full 4K video using the full frame sensor, then I'll be sure to upgrade to the Mark IV or Mark V, whatever they end up calling it. Now, in terms of the lenses, which is really the most important thing you need to consider when you're going out in a photo shoot, I usually take anywhere between 3 and 4 lenses. I don't think you can ever do the right job with one lens alone, and you shouldn't be using just zoom lenses. You need to have dedicated primes for certain applications. Now, having said that, even though primes are my preference, I tend to make an exception in architectural photography and use as one of my most consistent lenses that is the easiest to use and delivers great results, the 16-35mm L Series zoom lens. Now, the quality out of this lens is incredible. The versatility of that focal length of 16 to 35 is really what you need for most of your shots. And also you can play around with the out of focus effect because the lens does open up all the way to 2.8 aperture. So that's probably one of my most used lenses out in the field for architecture. I also take with me on all instances the 50mm L Series 1.2 prime lens to pick up closer shots, to do some full interior shots as well, but usually to pick up detail and utilize the 1.8 aperture where I can really blur out the backgrounds. And again, the quality being a prime L Series lens is incredible. So I'll always take that with me for certain shots during the day. Now, also I tend to use the dedicated 17mm tilt shift architectural lens, which is an L Series lens as well. It's incredibly rugged and durable, and the image quality on this is really second to none. So if I'm wanting the absolute best in image quality, I'll be looking at this lens. And also using the tilt and shift capability, I'm really able to manipulate the convergence of lines in the scene, which is really important for architectural photography. In an ideal world, if you're able to position yourself vertically with anywhere in the scene, you can get straight lines, but quite often when you have a very tall building and you can't quite get far enough, you'll be in a situation where lines are converging in an angular direction and it looks quite odd. So if I want to straighten up lines, I can use the tilt shift capability to do that. So that's a really important lens to have for architectural photography. So they're my 3 main lenses. Sometimes I'll also bring other lenses. I can bring an 85mm fixed lens or even a zoom 300 if I wanted to zoom into something that's at a great distance. But really, in most instances, I'm very happy with just those 3 lenses. And to demonstrate some of the results that I'm getting out of these lenses, I'll put some on the screen now. You'll see here some cafes that have been shot around Melbourne and Sydney, and I'll indicate which lens has been used on each shot and the settings as well to give you an idea of what the images look like. In terms of the detailed specifications and features of each lens, I'm not really going to cover much of that off in this particular review. I have done a detailed review on the 50mm 1.2, which I'll leave a link to in the description box below, and also some other Canon lenses which you can find on my channel. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified of these up and coming video releases. Thanks for watching and bye for now.